whether I'm projecting color, adding colors to a picture or projecting science. If white light hits your colors, it blows your colors away. So now I have to learn to make nice, soft light, but very, very controlled.
Portraits of people have been a huge part of your work. What about travel or wildlife photos?
Well, I do a lot of travel photography. It's one of my passions, and I do it on assignment. Or if I'm just going somewhere, I will photograph things that I think make wonderful pictures. I was approached by an organization called Four Paws. They run big animal rescue reserves. They flew us to South Africa. If I'm doing a story, I don't want to fly in, do the story, and fly out. I want to see where I am. So before that, we flew 4 days early and went down to Cape of Good Hope area and Cape Town and acclimated, and then met the client. And they have about 110 big cats. And these are cats that came from terrible zoos during the war in Aleppo. They somehow managed a ceasefire to drive trucks in and rescue the three remaining big cats and fly them to Africa. And I get there, and the picture is on my site. It is a picture of a male and female lion lying right next to each other, almost with their paws touching. The penguin pictures are from Simonstown in South Africa. I've shot many other animals also.
You have several lighting workshops that you teach around the world, and we'll get into that a little bit later in this interview. But for now, maybe you can tell us more about some of your recent projects. I've been dying to hear about the Amtrak story.
We were hired to photograph the next Gen Acela prior to it going into service. They brought it up from Washington, D.C., so we could photograph it in Boston with the skyline in the background. And we had a total of 21 seconds to make the photograph. It's very fast. They are basically, I got 3 exposures off. I set up a tripod, which I had to make fit in the little space on the top of the aerial platform. In a shot like this, there's huge amounts of setup and pre-production that goes into the shoot. The time we spent scouting was time well spent. So we discussed, where the train should be. And it's not like you can just turn this thing around. This is a very long train. I think it's 8 cars plus the engine. It's a very long train. It was a really fun project. We had 3 7-second shots to get it right, to get your angle right, to get your exposure right, to make sure you have what the client wants. Because in the end, that's the important thing, is that you produce the ad that the client is looking for.